Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button, turn on the post notifications, follow me on Instagram. In today's video, as you guys can see by the title and the thumbnail, we are installing the KC HiLTES, the light bar, and the little side pod lights on my Bronco Raptor. And we're here at the homie Daniel's house. We're gonna get a little bit of help from him. And we're gonna be showing you guys how to install these lights. We are here in his garage. We got the Bronco Raptor, which barely freaking fits in here. We're probably gonna have to pull it out because we're gonna have to remove the top here, and also the lights are pretty high up, so I don't think it's gonna clear this. As you can see, there's barely any room. But as you can see, we have everything pretty much unboxed. We got the KC HiLTES bar here. This is the Gravity Titan LED light bar. And then here we have the little pods that go here on the side. Those are the Gravity Titan 6-inch LED pair right here. And then you have all your cables and your little mounts. These are for the little ones that go on the side. And then here you have the bigger ones that are gonna be mounted up here at the top. And what's cool about the Bronco and the Bronco Raptor is that it already has the holes ready to go. So all you gotta do is remove this little clip and then you can mount the LED light bar. And I think the only part that's gonna be difficult about this is just wiring it up and trying to hide it, and so you don't see the cables. Yeah, this will be kind of like a little DIY video. I'm super excited to get these installed. Big shout out to the KC family. Big shout out to Robert, who's been guiding me on everything, helping me out through the whole entire process. And I'm glad that they're being part of the Raptor build. And I love their lights. I love the design, the style of it. And there's also something custom that I got done for the KC bar and the little side pods, which you guys will have to stay tuned for the next video. I'm super excited. I cannot wait to get these things installed. The whole quality and the packaging of the whole KC HiLTES is just freaking beautiful. As you can see, everything's very well packaged up, and you got some instructions there. And what's cool is that we're gonna be hooking them up to the auxiliary switches. So we'll be using the auxiliary switches. What's cool is that all the auxiliary switches, like the stuff is here in the engine bay, so it's very easy to work with. So if you guys are looking to get a set for your vehicle, hit up KC HiLTES. I'll drop their Instagram down below, and get them done for your Jeep, Bronco, truck, whatever vehicle you have. So we're gonna start the process very soon. And like I said, hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure to like it, subscribe. Let's get started. All right, so you ready, Daniel?
Yeah, so this is gonna be a fun install, but we're gonna go ahead and start with the pot lights right here. These are the Titan Gravity 6s. They're gonna go ahead and they get mounted onto a bracket. Now, in order for us to mount the bracket, we're gonna have to remove the T30 and T25 that are right here. These are the only two bolts that are gonna be holding the bracket. Now, this bracket is very sturdy. I had a chance to look at it. I haven't taken it out from the casing, but man, this thing is definitely a sturdy material. Yeah. So let's go ahead and loosen up these bolts, secure this bracket, and I'll show you guys the whole process.
This is something new for you. You're always working on BMWs and stuff, but how do you feel about doing an install like this?
Honestly, you know, it's all the same thing. As you can see, I'm utilizing the same tools that I would use on a BMW.
Yeah.
So, you know, everything's about just knowing how to properly remove it and reassemble. Nowadays, most manufacturers use a lot of plastic components, so I guess that's the one fear everybody has about breaking clips and whatnot. But as long as you guys have the proper tools and don't try to use metal screwdrivers to release some of the tension on these things, yeah, you guys will be fine. So this poses a different challenge. You know, one challenge with low cars is, you know, trying to get them up high in the air. Yeah. And now with this one is trying to get them lower.
Yeah, it's definitely a different type of install for Daniel too. Guys, as you guys know, Daniel pretty much works on just BMWs, but he also knows how to do other vehicles as well. He's done a lot of electrical stuff. He's lowered cars. He's put on exhaust. He's done carbon part installs. So, but this is definitely something different. So, like you said, we're gonna start off with putting the pods here on the side and get those wired up. And what's cool is that the auxiliary switches, like the cables and everything, is here in the engine bay. So it makes it kind of easier, I think, right?
That's the beautiful part about having those auxiliary switches, is that Ford went ahead and already pre-wired everything for you, so that way you don't need to cut anything or add additional wiring. What we're gonna do is we're gonna actually minimize that harness. We're gonna go ahead and condense all that wiring down to a smaller wire harness, since again everything's already pre-powered from the factory. We're gonna go ahead and just use those those points to get a power.
Dude, look how dirty the engine bay is from the 2 times that I've gone off-roading in this thing.
So right now you guys will need to go ahead and get this up, because now that we went ahead and loosened up these bolts, we're gonna have to get this plastic trim up so that we can run our wires right here, right between this crevice right here. We're gonna go ahead and just try to feed all the wires in very nicely. And what you need is basically a pry tool. Just kind of get this underneath. As you guys can see, just kind of wedge it and it just lifts right up. So that's gonna go ahead and allow us to run our wire harness. But before we do that, we'll go ahead and grab the bracket. So you get 2 brackets, right? Now what you gotta keep in mind is that you wanna go ahead and follow the design of the cowl. Now both of these brackets have almost a similar design, but if you can see, this one will not give you that lineup. If you go to this one, it will give you the perfect outline for this. So this is how we know that we're in the right hole. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and grab my screw once again and only do this one right here, this little T25, and that's going to allow me to just keep the bracket in place while I grab my pot light, and then I'll go ahead and affix it to this.
Alright guys, so this is what the pod light looks like. Dude, this thing looks beautiful.
I know.
The freaking quality, the packaging.
And this is
so
just
nice.
the covers.
Yeah. Sick.
And that's a very nice LED light. The bracket. If Kevin will just show you guys right now, I just went ahead and put the first T25 on there. Now, if you guys saw, I just put it over to the side. That's going to allow me to mount the light and also get the harness to put in the back, so we can start running the wire harness. Alright, so in order for us to get to that step right there, what we're going to have to do first is, instead of mounting the bracket onto the mirror, we're going to go ahead and mount the pod onto the bracket, and then we're going to go ahead and leave everything loosened up, so that way when we go to that side, we're going to go ahead and utilize the space available to us. So right here, we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to lift up enough right here to give us enough room to run our wire. Once that's done, we grab our light and our bracket. We already know the position of the bracket. This will line up like this once everything is said and done. Alright guys, so right now what I'm doing is I actually was able to line everything up. As you guys can see, the wire is already plugged into the back. Now the main reason why I went ahead and lifted up this plastic trim was to make sure that we were able to get enough room to run the wire. Now this is still in our test fitment stages. We do have the wire harness already tucked in very nicely from one end to the other. As you guys are not able to see the wire harness, that's where we're going to go ahead and grab our power. Right now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm still prepping the harness. Once I prep the harness, the beautiful part about the Bronco is that there's an auxiliary switch in the inside cabin, and to access those, all the wires are right here. So the only thing I need to do is just ground my wire.
But yeah guys, so Daniel literally hid the wire all under there, tucked it in very nicely, so you do not see the exposed cables. And like you said, so he can plug it up to whatever auxiliary we want to connect it to. But as you can see right now,
I gotta prep my wires, and then I'm gonna go over the manual and see which auxiliary will give them to the switch number 3.
Hey guys, you can see we have taken out the light bar, the one that goes on top. Very heavy light bar. On these you have the black cable, red cable, white cable, and we'll be using all 3 of those cables and hooking them up into the switches. And same thing for this LED light bar here. Alright guys, so Daniel has these already kind of bolted on there, but he's gonna go ahead and connect them. And as you can see, the cable is here and it's tucked under this so you don't see. And now he's gonna go ahead and just wire them up so we can have these ready. And then we're gonna move on to the light bar that's over there. And there's actually different ways to install this light bar. The way I'm gonna go through with this light bar is we're gonna end up drilling through here just so that it's a cleaner look, and it passes in through here, and then Daniel will go ahead and connect it, and then it'll lead up to here. Or another way is I can have the cable running through here, and then I can just buy a seal and it'll seal it. But I don't know, I think it looks cleaner to just drill through here, up here at the top. Just show you guys. So drill a hole in between there, and you won't see it anyway because the bracket's going to be covering it. I think it'll be a much cleaner install, and then I won't have to have any seals throughout here. But yeah, there's two ways you can go about it, and I think I'm gonna just go ahead and go with the drilling. And like I said, it'll look cleaner. I know a lot of people don't want to drill through, you know, their Bronco, but I mean, like I said, you're not gonna see it, and plus there's already holes in there anyway. What difference does it make? I feel like, and I don't know, it'll look cleaner instead of having the cable or seal exposed out through here.
I'm just getting all this these wire buds situated along with heat shrink. This is going to allow it to stay waterproof. And this is the wire harness for the ditch lights right there. I already have the connection, like Kevin said, already ready to go. Once I go ahead and get my ground ready, and then my wire's already ready to be connected to one of the auxiliary switches that's up there. So again, this install is fairly it's easy, just very detailed, so you kind of have to feel comfortable just messing around with wiring. Now as far as the drilling up top, that is going to give them the cleanest look out there. These Broncos, they come pre-wired with auxiliary connections up top. But before we go ahead and go through that, we're gonna measure twice before we cut. So meaning we're gonna take a look at every option possible to make sure that we don't oversee any details. So before we even drill, we're gonna make sure that the bracket and the wire harness are able to fit through accordingly, that nothing sits lopsided. So again, it's always, you know, measuring and then remeasuring once again to get the best fitment.
All right, guys, so Daniel went ahead and wired everything up. Hit the switch. Check this out, guys. They're so freaking bright. It's insane. Look at this shit. Damn. Dude, at night, this is going to be lighting up the streets, bro. All right, guys, so Daniel went ahead and he wired up the red wire to the brown, and the white wire, he's gonna wire it up with two auxiliary number 3, and that's gonna control all the amber ones that are especially with and it's gonna connect with the light bar at the top as well. All right, guys, so these are already done. They're bolted up. We adjusted them to where I wanted them. And now Daniel's test fitting. As you can see, the brackets up here for the light bar. And right now we're just adjusting the lights and kind of bend them a little bit. So what's cool about these lights is that if you don't want them sitting straight, when you're mounting them, you can unbolt these, and then they move back. It just makes it easier to install. These lights are heavy, and so you got to be careful when you're mounting them because you don't want to damage the roof up there, and you want to make sure the whole process when putting these lights up here go very, very smoothly. Like I said, because you don't want to damage anything. But as you can see, there's the bracket. All right, guys, so you guys can see we have taken the roof off, and Daniel went ahead and removed the visor, and he's gonna see and see where he's gonna be able to connect this. And then as you can see from up here, so here's the holes, but the bracket's gonna sit up here, but this little soft spot here is pretty much where he's gonna drill in. He'll pull the cable down through under here from right there, and then he will run it down through here through the footwell and into the engine bay, and then that should pretty much complete that part. And then we just got to mount the light bar. The light bar is sitting not completely straight, it's kind of curved, and because as you can see, like the windshield and the pillar is a little bit curved, so you kind of gotta go with that flow. But yeah, he loosened up all the bolts here, as you can see, and then we have this little bump stop here. That's pretty much the process so far. Like I said, I think the hardest part is just wiring it up, and like I said, I'm trying to make it a cleaner look. We could have just, like I said, you know, ran the cable out through here, but then I'd have to add that pillar piece, and I don't know. I don't mind it, but I just think it looks cleaner just to make the hole and just drag it, bring it down through here and into the engine bay. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated soon. All right, guys, quick little break, but damn, Nick, this color looks freaking good.
You like it?
So freaking nice.
Sick, right?
It literally reminds me of ice cream.
I know.
Mint ice cream with chocolate. Sick. Yeah, this color is fire. He went back to his old roots with the Tiffany. This shit is too thick. All right, guys. So as you guys can see, Daniel has the cables in through the hole that he made. There's the bracket. There's the cables, and then he's gonna go ahead and just attach a longer cable down through here, and then all in through the engine bay, and then
plug it into the battery, to the relay, and then to the auxiliary wires that are on this side.
For sure.
Right next to me. So what I'm going to go ahead and do right now is I'm going to go ahead and extend the wires. Kevin and I, we went out to the hardware store and we got additional wires and then butt connectors. So we're going to go ahead and put all these together. We're going to extend the wires so that we can run them through the firewall. And then once we run through the firewall, we'll connect them with the original harness again.
All right, guys, quick little update. So Daniel, as you guys know, he connected the cables through there, and then he actually ended up tucking them in through this pillar right here. So you got to remove the clip off right here, this little piece, and then passed it down through in here, so it's tucked in here, and then went down in through here, and now it's coming out through here. And then he's gonna go ahead and then you said run it through the firewall and through the into the engine bay, and then I think that'll be pretty much it. So you have to remove this piece here, the clip up here, and just to kind of get these cables and feed them through here. So I think this was the most difficult part, other than drilling in. But and then we can put the visor back, and then we can connect the lights and be good to go. It's been a long process, guys. If you guys are trying to do it this way, just know that it's gonna take you almost the whole day to do it like this. But if you guys don't want to do it this way and you guys want to just mount it through the outside, it'll be a much easier process. But if you do want that cleaner look and you want to keep it sleek like me, this is the best way to do it. I was talking to another Bronco owner, and he was saying that wished he would have done it this way. There's another Bronco Raptor owner that I know that did it exactly the way I did it, and there's actually a couple of other Broncos that have done light bars, and they actually do it this way because they want that cleaner and sleeker look. All right, guys, so as you can see, here's the two cables, and Daniel stuffed them right in through there. I don't know if you guys can see. And look, there's the white one. We're gonna pull the white one. That's gonna be the amber lights. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out, and then he can hook them up over here. As you can see, the first one is in to the battery, and then
Then we're gonna do the ground right now. After we have a relay plugged in, so we're gonna have to get this one situated as well. But for now, just to kind of get things moving and to see how everything fits. I'm gonna go ahead and just get this one powered up.
Alright, guys, so as you guys can see, there's a lot of extra cable that we don't need. So Daniel's gonna go ahead and
I'm gonna cut this off. I'm gonna give myself about a foot from the firewall. I do still have a lot of wire on this part right here, as you guys can see. So all this should give me enough slack to just be able to run it this way. Again, this is just so that I can have enough room and just hide the wires properly. But yeah, we're definitely getting getting closer to the end of the line. Right now we're gonna go ahead and splice everything together. We're gonna get the power, the ground, and then this is gonna power the amber lights. So we'll go ahead and just run everything over to those 2 wires. Now, one of the wires, the green wire, is gonna power the auxiliary for the floodlights, and then the white one's gonna be for the all ambers from the floods and the ditch lights.
All right, guys. So we got the lights mounted, and as you can see, it's a very, very clean setup. We actually took all the little KC covers off because we wanted to see what it looked like, and it looks freaking badass. I'll turn them on right now so you guys can see. Right now we have the ambers hooked up, and the white LEDs are hooked up to these. But right now Daniel's gonna just do the last cable, and the last cable will be the lights being in LED, correct? These ones, yeah. So, all right, guys, it is finally done. We've got them hooked up. Everything is good to go. This was a very, very long process, but let me go ahead and hit the switch for you guys. So check that out. And so this is the amber. So everything is lit up in orange. Damn, that shit looks sick in amber. Yep. I think I like it in the amber more than in the white. Yeah. And it goes with the headlights too, and the little 3 lights up there. Damn, this shit is hard, bro. And now check out the white. Damn, this shit's bright, dude. Oh my. You guys can't see that one because I have it covered, but you guys get the idea. Dude, holy crap. This looks so freaking sick. That's fucking shit's brighter than my future, bro. But the white looks cool too. I guess it kind of goes with the headlight inside, but I think I like the amber more. Yeah. No joke, guys. Those lights are heavy.
It took both of us
literally to get these on. I wish I could have filmed it, but it was just a pain to get them on and adjust them, and holding it is just a lot of freaking work. But
you know what's gonna suck?
What?
If you can't get out of the drive.
Oh my! Don't say that, bro. Don't say that. No, we're just kidding. We test fitted earlier, guys. We made sure. The only thing we got to do is just put the roof back on. But look how clean the installation is. So I don't have a cable running down through here. It's all tucked in, all covered in through here and in through the engine bay. And it just looks freaking sick. Daniel, seriously, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I know this took longer than expected. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears in this thing, but it was crazy, guys. So
luckily, no blood.
Yeah, no blood. Just a lot of sweat, guys.
You can see it on the
top of it. Yeah, guys. The car needs literally a car wash. That's how much sweat. Look at the windshield. Like, it's disgusting. The car needs a wash. Yeah, I want to give a huge shout out to KC, the whole KC team, the family. Robert, thank you so much for helping me out through everything, and guiding me in the right direction and giving us some advice and tips for the installation as well. If you guys have a Bronco or Jeep, any type of truck, off-roading vehicle, and you guys want to get these lights, go and cop some KC lights. I'll drop the link in the description box down below. And yeah, can't wait to see them on your guys' car. Hold on, guys. I just want to show you this. Look how bright these freaking lights are. And that's because I have I have 2 KC covers on each side, and these are covered as well. But look how freaking bright, bro. And that's going to be it for today's video. So I hope you guys did enjoy it. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, like button, turn on the post notifications, follow me on Instagram, follow Daniel on Instagram, subscribe to his channel. He does a lot of DIY installs. And if you guys want to get some work done by Daniel, hit him up, let him know that lifewithkg sent you, and he'll get your vehicle looking right, because Daniel is a perfectionist. If you guys look at his cars, all of his cars are on point. He doesn't cut corners, as you guys can tell by the install on these lights. Actually, he was the one that was recommending to do the much cleaner install way, even though it was a little bit more tough. But I'm glad I listened to him, and it looks very, very clean, like nothing ever happened. Looks OEM. So make sure you guys follow Daniel. Link will be in the description box down below. Go follow him on Instagram. I'll drop his Instagram down below here on the screen. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Peace.